Hello everyone, this is Noah with Save Green here, and today we're going to talk about the way you can save money on your air conditioning when it comes to repairs. So one of the many things that can go wrong on your air conditioning is this device right here. That's a capacitor. That part right there is designed to distribute the electricity between your compressor, which is down there at the bottom, and your fan motor, which is up here. So how can you tell if you may need a new capacitor? Well, three things you want to look for, especially now here in the dog days of summer. We are here in the desert, and we just replaced this one here, and there's the actual bad part we took out. So what are keys or signs you can look for? One is your air inside the house is not cool. You feel the fan running, but there's no cool air. So you'll look at your thermostat and it's reading, let's say 80 degrees inside, but you have it set at 75, 76, or 77. So one sign is obviously you got no cool air, and two, it is hotter inside the house than you actually have it set at, and your fan is running. Second sign is you will come out here and you will put your hand up here, and instead of feeling hot air, it's not really coming out hot. That means the fan is running, but the compressor is not engaged, so there's no heat being removed. And another sign that you can look for is you might hear a buzzing sound intermittently, or a humming sound, kind of like a every couple minutes. So one of the things you might want to do is have one of these guys on hand. So the first thing you'll do is take the old capacitor out, put the new one in there, and before you do that, if you notice here, there's a breaker out. So it is, utmost importance that you turn off the electricity that's feeding the unit. So you might have a disconnect here, or it might just be a breaker that you can just shut off. You want to do that. Or if not, if you don't have one of these, a disconnect box, just go inside and turn off the breaker to it. Again, if you're afraid of that, then just shut off your entire main panel. I don't know what to tell you, but like that, you'll ensure that your electricity to the outdoor unit is disconnected. So when you replace this yourself, and what I'd recommend is you just order one of these, have them on hand. Even if yours is not broken, just have one on hand. They're a couple bucks versus spending $300, $400 for a technician to come and replace it for you. So there's some lettering here that you want to look at. And that's how you know the right one you have to buy online. And then just have it on hand, because it's a couple bucks versus $300 to $400. And then you'll notice at the top here, there's a few words. So you'll see the HERM, you'll see a C there, and then you'll see fan. So what you want to do is when you replace the wiring is go wire by wire. So you'll take your C wire first and do that one, and then your HERM, and so forth. So you don't cross the wires and have a chance of getting it done wrong. So go ahead and order one. Again, it's a couple bucks, have it on hand. That's most likely going to be your problem if you notice the three things we mentioned before: not cooling inside, buzzing or humming sound outside, and then the fan is not removing cold or hot air, so you won't feel any heat being removed out of here. Now, you might have a refrigerant leak, other things, but that's going to require a technician to come out here, service call, whatever. It might be on a holiday when this happens to you. Like in this case, it happened right after the 4th of July weekend, dog days of summer. But if you have one of these on hand, just pop it in there. You might be able to solve your own problem without having to call someone to come out and diagnose it. Worst case scenario, you change your capacitor and it's still not cooling. Well, you only spent yourself a couple bucks versus having a service call. Now you can have someone come out here and check something else for you. But I'm trying to give you some sound advice, because we are about saving you money. That's what our channel's about, Save Green here. But it is very important that you do all these steps. You unplug the power to it, and when you change the wires here, you do wire by wire. One thing too is when you take the old one out, like this one here, you want to make sure that it's not energized. So you want to take a screwdriver like this and not touch the shaft, just touch the rubber handle, and you want to just kind of make sure all the terminals are touched, just to make sure you take any charge out of it. And I do recommend that you also have one of these screwdrivers. They're a 12-in-1 or 11-in-1, and the reason why you want to have them is because every condensing unit has different hex screws. So in this case, for example, if I take that out, you can use that for your screws, or you can actually take that shaft out and now use this. Now in this case, this is the one I used. I'll actually show you the screws down here. So you'll see that the let's see, where are you? There we are. So you'll see that the head will go in here just like so. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So there you go. See? So you want to make sure these are also cheap. You can get them online, get them delivered. Now if you buy from Amazon, for example, this might not make it up to 25 bucks, and you get free shipping after 25 or up. So you might want to include one of these, and that'll help it get your free shipping. But again, this is Noah with Save Green here. Have a nice day.